Good evening, everybody, all you dear souls around the world. Today is the 19th of January. Tonight's live is going to be about self-esteem and consciousness. As usual, I'm going to share my live stream in the groups I'm in. So, 2 seconds guys, I'll be there. We start at 8 o'clock. So I'm just sharing my my live stream. Be right back. Okay. Hey Sonia, thank you for joining me at tonight's live. Like I said, tonight's live is going to be an English live streaming. It's a long time since I've been on, and a lot of things have happened in my life. The last 2 months I've been writing on my book. I've been playing a lot of online gaming and got some new friends, and I'm gonna start the live stream at 8 o'clock, so it's about 3 minutes. Until then, I'll just give some practical information to you that don't know me. I'm not a religious person. I have read the Bible, the Quran and the Buddhist scripts just to figure out why the world was fighting when it comes to the belief of God. And I realized that it was the countries that changed the truth so it fits them the best. And when I look at religion, there's so much illusion, so much lies, so much misunderstanding, and most of the religion wants to control other people. And when I, with my intelligence and with my insights, know what God is about, God has given humans the free will. You have free will to do whatever you want. And that's my point exactly. Religion don't accept the free will. They are trying to control people. So I'm not religious. I love God. I love that energy that's in the air that we all can be guided by. We all can be filled up with God's grace, for example. And I know many of these things I'm going to talk about is maybe going to be strange to you. Maybe it's going to be new info you have never heard about. And this is why I do this work I do. I work as a spiritual guide. I've been pulling myself out of the dirt. And the last 20 years I have been like living my life happy. And a lot of people tells me, you're always positive, you're always happy, you're always smiling, you're always in a good mood. And that is the consequence of actually being happy. And happiness is found in gratitude, to be able to be thankful for whatever happens in your life. Now when the clock turns 8, I'm gonna ding with my ball here, and I'm gonna make a little prayer to invite my soul group, God, and whoever on the spiritual level wants to help me and guide me. So the time is 1 minute to 8. And then we're going to start, guys. Feel free to ask any questions about spirituality, and feel free to say hi so I know who's watching. This live stream is being recorded so you can see it again on YouTube and on Facebook. If the live stream should be switch off by Facebook, they regularly do it, I'm gonna start it up again, so please just come back. So 8 o'clock. Okay, a little prayer. And for me, I think prayer is hard, but I do it and I get better at it every day. You're welcome to fold your hands and close your eyes. I do it because it makes me feel humble. And if there's something I know that is protection against evil and darkness, then it is to be humble. Jesus did it, Buddha did it, all the prophets did it. They knew that being humble was the solution to protecting yourself. So here goes a little prayer for everyone. Dear God in the sky, my soul group, and whoever is on the spiritual level, please fill us up with God's grace. Fill us up with your love. Guide us. Fill us up with the things we need and take the things away we don't need. I'm very grateful that you're using me as a tool to reach people and to help them plant seeds in their hearts of hope and understanding of what they need to change. I thank you with all my heart, and I love you. I'm your humble servant. Thank you. Bless you all. I was not born religious. I was not born with God in me. Sometime in my life, around my, I don't know, how old was I? 28, 29 or something. I had this experience of, I was in the bathroom really sad and angry about everything in my life, and I was like, I had no energy. I was really so sad. And I was crying in the bathroom, and there was a voice that talked to me. Maybe it was God, maybe it was my own inner spirit that told me, I'm very proud of you. What are you proud of? And that actually changed a lot for me. I started to look at life differently. My dog is dreaming. And I started to actually realize that gratitude and forgiveness were the two things that I needed to be focusing about. So I just forgave everybody. And that was my initiation to starting the spiritual life. Your initiation can be anything. The initiation is like you find yourself on a path that is not constructive, and you actually realize, okay, I have to change path. All paths leads to God, but some of the paths are really difficult. Some of the paths are hard. Some of the paths will give you hard lessons. And some paths are really loving and caring and will develop your self-esteem and consciousness, as I'm going to talk about here. For me, it's about having a conscious about consciousness. Be conscious about consciousness. Consciousness for me is everything. The day I realized that I was responsible for the person I was, and I realized there were consequences to all my actions, I realized, okay, I cannot behave badly. I cannot put people down. I cannot be rude. I cannot throw garbage in the nature. All the things that we actually know deep in our hearts. What is right, what is wrong, what is yours, what is mine. I stopped ignoring those things and I took them seriously. And I have this talk with many people that consciousness is not something you have a little of or a lot of. You either have it or you don't. This is the big difference, because what consciousness does to you is that the self-love, the ability to trust yourself, the ability to grow self-esteem, to find some kind of self-respect, comes from having a consciousness. Be conscious about how important consciousness is. I'm mixing these two words up, consciousness and conscious. And I have a little note here. I was sitting here preparing an hour before I started. And the consequences about not having a consciousness and not having self-esteem is like I experienced today. I was talking with a guy in the online gaming, and suddenly he was like, okay, you can enjoy your poor fucking life. And I was like, okay. And this is what I say to all people that actually puts me down. This is the sentence I've been using the last 20 years. I am sorry you're suffering from a low self-esteem, but putting me down only shows you don't love yourself. There are things about yourself you don't love. You don't have any self-respect, and you definitely don't have any self-esteem. And I forgive you because I know why you behave like you do. That's why forgiveness is so easy. Hey Jacob, welcome. There are so big consequences to not having a consciousness. And the self-esteem is the ability to actually trust yourself. It's the ability to be proud of who you are. I made this list, I've been talking about this a lot, but for me, in my work as a spiritual guide, I'm developing myself every day, yes, sure. But my work is concentrated about the people who are just changing from being normal to spiritual. What can I give them that helped me in my spiritual development? What did I do that changed my life? What realizations, which illusions did I kill? Which lies were I living under that ruined my life? And that is what I think is important, that you have the courage to sit down with yourself and have this conversation. Okay, I am proud of. The one thing that actually helped me the most was to make this self-esteem list. I took a piece of paper and I wrote on the paper in the top, I don't love myself when. And then I started to write down all these things I didn't like about myself. I'm gonna come with a few examples. I bite my nails. I don't anymore, you can see. I was smoking weed. I was lying. I was stealing. I was, sorry for my language, fucking everything that is 37 degrees. I was a bad person. I was angry. I was sad. I was rude. I didn't like myself. So on that self-esteem list, I wrote down all the things I didn't love about myself. And you have to understand, this self-esteem list is something you do for yourself, for your own growth, so you can realize which illusions am I living under, which lies am I living under. The illusions and the lies you're living under is something normally has been given to you as a child from your parents or co-workers or girlfriend, or a lot of people actually influence us if we let them. This is very important, if we let them. For me, I was controlled by what the government said, what the shrinks said, what my friends said, and I was trying to do everything they told me to do, and I was getting more and more confused and more sad. And that day when I actually realized, okay, it is my responsibility to change Sean, I realized that, okay, I'm not going to listen to anybody except if they actually say something I can use, some good, some humble, loving and caring stuff. And I took that self-esteem list very seriously, and I started to draw a line over the things one by one, the things I didn't like about myself. And I'm just gonna jump a little, because I know a lot of you guys are very prejudgmental, and the reason I'm wearing gold is very, very simple. When my mom died, I had a half a kilo of gold and I didn't know what to do with it. And I had a friend who was a goldsmith, and he said to me, why don't you make jewelry that you love with your mom's gold, and then you'll have your mom on you all the time. So this is a piece I made, and the HH is my first name and my surname. And the same goes for this. I don't know if you can see it. If you can, it also says HH. And I use it for stamping my letters, for stamping my art. If I ever hit a person, he'll wake up with the HH in his forehead. I've never hit a person. I'm not a violent person. I've never been drunk in my whole life. There are some things I would not put myself through, because I want to keep loving myself. So that is why I have gold on me. And this one here was given to me. I was fixing my goldsmith's house, painting it and getting it ready for a move in, and he gave me this as a present. So that's why I'm wearing gold. I like gold, but I'm not a gold digger, or what is called, not a gold digger. What is it called? I don't know what the word is. I'm not a guy who runs around with golds on every fingers. I just have this on me. Okay, what did I write else on? It's all about having the courage to say what is true. If you have friends in your life, not friends because they're not friends when they behave like they do. If you have people in your life that behaves in a way or treats other people in a bad way, if you like them and you want to keep your respect for these people, it's all about having the courage to tell them the truth. For example, a sentence could be, man, we have been friends for so many years, but that way you're behaving like that, you are treating people like that, it makes me lose respect for you, and I want to keep respecting you, but you really need to change, man. That is not good for you. When you say something like that to somebody that you actually care about, you are showing love. You are showing compassion. You are showing them, you're making them see something they maybe didn't see. And a lot of people would say, shut the fuck up, it's not your business. Okay, this person is not ready for the truth. This person is not a friend. For me, in my beginning of my spirituality, when somebody that actually cared about me said something that was true, but at that time I was not ready for the truth, so I was like, that guy, fuck you, you're not gonna say anything about my life, I'm gonna figure it out. It's all about getting ready to invite the truth into your life. And I'm not talking about my truth, I'm talking about the universal truth, the truth that fits everybody, everyone. That's the truth I'm talking about. To say the truth is like planting a seed in this human's heart. And to those who are ready for the truth, they'll get it in like hope and understanding. And if you don't say the truth to these people that you actually care about, then you're only showing you don't care about them. And this takes courage. Trust me, this takes courage. You're gonna clean out so much in your life. I have a slogan that says, whatever makes you sick, whatever makes you feel bad, are you willing to stop doing that to start feeling better? And that is such a profound, insightful, loving and caring sentence to have in your to understand, so that you will find the courage to actually, okay, I don't like to go to my work because my job is treating me, my co-workers are treating me, my boss is treating me. Okay, I don't like to live where I'm living because my neighbors are fucked up or whatever. Whatever you're doing in your life that makes you feel bad, are you willing to quit that to start feeling good? For me, it was very easy. I couldn't live in the big city, Copenhagen, the big city of Denmark. So I moved to the country, to an old farm. I don't like going to parties. I don't like drinking alcohol. I don't like watching TV. I don't like listening to radio. I don't like politics. I don't like government. I don't like medicine industry. All these things that I know are corrupt and manipulating with us because of money, because of greed, because of power. It is my choice not to be influenced by that. And like this guy today in this game, he put me down. He was really rude to me and said some nasty things. I have two choices. I can go down the road of being sad. I can make myself into a victim, and I can go down that road. Or I can actually say to myself, okay, I forgive this guy. This guy doesn't know any better. He's not gonna steal my precious energy. Because if you're being controlled by other people's opinion or other people's words or situations or whatever, then you're losing energy. And for me, it is so important to be full with energy all the time. You can look at it as a balloon. that is full with holes, and you're trying to blow this balloon up to fill it with air, and you keep blowing, and the air keeps fussing out. So when you plug all these holes in the balloon, the things that actually controls you, disturbs you, the illusions you're living under, that balloon will be full, and you don't have to blow all the time. And just to stay at the subject energy, I know for a fact that every morning when we wake up, we get 100 energy money from God. Every morning you are giving energy, you're being filled up with energy. In the night you are solving things you cannot solve when you are awake. So you wake up in the morning and you feel more energized. And when I look at the world and how they actually use their energy, I see people like using 89% of their energy money on themselves, selfish, and then they use 10 on other people. Thank you, Jacob. You just make my body get full with God's grace. Thank you, Jacob, man. This is my message for you all. Your life can be hard, but only because you choose to. It's all about choosing the right things in your life. When I look at my life after I've changed all these things, and I get my 100 energy money in the morning, I'm like, I put 50 energy money in the bank, in the spiritual bank. I put 50 money in the bank. Then I use 40 energy money on other people, and I use 10 energy money on myself. That way I am giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. I'm taking care of myself, yes, because I use 10 on myself and I put 50 in the bank. That means, I'm going to respond to the questions later. I'm in the middle of explaining something. That means that if I'm in a situation, let's take an example from one of my friends' life. He was talking about how hard it could be to be in a queue when you're out shopping. That the people in front of the queue or in back of you actually are behaving in a way that you don't like, and you're like, you are forced to be there. You cannot go away because you need to do your groceries. You need to pay for your groceries. In that situation where you feel like, energy vampires around me, you can take money from your energy bank and fill yourself up. You can forgive these people. They don't know any better. This is why it is so important to put money in the energy bank. And when you don't understand this about energy money, and you just blow the energy money away on yourself, eventually you're going to be in a situation where you need to borrow energy money. Where do you borrow from when you don't have money in the energy bank? You're going to borrow from your tissue. You're going to get sick. You're going to be drained. It's going to hurt your tissue so bad. And this is where sickness comes from. This is why I wish that to you that hear this about energy money, would you please tell your friends about it? Would you please help people understand that we need to be giving, and you will receive. The movie called the Celestine Prophecy gives such a good example. When somebody is taking and somebody is giving, the one who's taking is getting energy, but the one who's giving energy is getting drained. And then a couple of minutes later in the movie, there are two people sitting giving energy. And the point is, when they both give energy, God will open the faucet and give them more energy. This is what is so beautiful about this, being humble, being loving, being caring, being unselfish. You will be filled up with energy over and over again. You can always be a gentleman. Look at your life. There are 10 examples through your life all day where you can be a gentleman. Hold a door, say to the person behind you, you can go in front of me in the queue in the supermarket. You can smile to people. And like I was talking with my friend here, he said, yeah, but what do I do when I have a bad day? And I was like, okay, I know this guy actually is a dad, and he has three children, and he has wife, He's an African. He has 2 wives. I'm so jealous. That it's all about faking it till you make it. And try to make you understand what that is about. It's like when I wake up in the morning, I take my legs out of the bed and I sit up in bed and I stretch and I say, today I'm gonna create a great day. I don't know which day I'm gonna have, but already there I'm sending out positive vibes to the universe and telling them I want to create a great day. And that is what comes back to you. It's like throwing a stone in the water, and those ripples are gonna go out and they're gonna hit you again. So this is why giving, Jesus said, keep giving, keep giving, keep giving. You will receive. It is in the giving you will receive. Okay, let me see the comments over here. Jacob Johnson, you cannot add me as a friend because I've removed that button, add friends, because I get 50 friends requests a week and I don't know people. I would love to talk to you. You are welcome to contact me and we can have talks. Then time will tell if we will become friends. I'm not a friends collector on Facebook. I'm not eager to get a lot of friends, because the one problem about getting friends is friends can invite friends into a list. Suddenly, when I was not aware about this, I had 200 friends. I didn't know them. So I actually checkmarked the no friends, the button to add friend. It's gone on my profile. Would it be, yeah, doesn't work when you are broke off. Nobody is broke, Donovan. Nobody is broke. You are exactly in your life where you need to be. Nobody is broke. Whatever situation you are in, whatever pain you are feeling, you have let it into your life. Whatever sickness you're suffering from, when you look back, you have made that sickness come into your life. And if, for example, one of the questions I feel really hard answering is when people ask me, why did I give birth to a child with a disease? For me, it's very simple. I believe in reincarnation. If this soul in earlier reincarnations, sorry for my language, were a shithole, were an ignorant person that didn't understand these things, there will be a consequence. There can be consequences of your actions of up to 7 reincarnations. And that is why when people, they ask me, where are you from? Where do you come from? And then I say, I'm pretty sure I've been on a planet where everything was okay. I'm pretty sure in my last reincarnations I've been behaving good. These things that I'm teaching here is something that is so deeply buried within my soul and my spirit, and I'm being reminded of it all the time, and the Spirit talks to me and God talks to me, and I wake up in the middle of the night and a dream has told me something I needed to do, maybe make a music or write this down or write this slogan. And it's all about remembering who you are, because what I do here is not teach you. I cannot teach you something you already know. I can remind you. And this is what my work is about, that are you ready to be reminded of what is the best version of you? Are you ready? That is the point. I'm not going to take your hand and walk through life with you. No, I cannot. I can show you the path. I can give you tools. I can give you means to how you can work with yourself. I can show you books. I can show you music. I can tell you how I did it. And then hopefully you can use some of the things that I'm saying. I always want to keep being humble, because nothing can touch me. Nothing can kill me. Nothing. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not living my life in fear. And this is a choice. Life is all about choices. If you choose right, you're gonna have some cool consequences. If you choose, you can go kill somebody, but you have to go to jail for 20 years. You can steal and spit on the ground and throw your cigarette butts and all that. You're gonna lose your self-esteem. You're gonna not like the person you are. But the problem of the world right now is 80% of the world are consciously evil or unconsciously evil. That is the problem. They don't care, as they are filled up with egoism, materialism, power, money, women, cars, all this. This is the problem. And because 80% of this is like this, then a lot of people that are not ready for these things that I'm about, they will actually go to that path. They will actually join people that are not very good for them. And let me paint you another picture in your head. This is a picture I got when I was sleeping and I woke up. If all human, the 7 billion people, were standing on one island as big as Europe, if all people were standing on this big island, and God was a speaker in the air in one end, and he was speaking to all human beings on the earth, he was speaking to them loving and caring, then you can choose to follow that voice. But the problem about all roads leads to God, and some roads are more difficult than others, that is, when you are moving towards that loving and caring voice, being your own spirit or being God speaking to you, you have to maneuver through all this, sorry for my language, the shit in the world that we are suffering under right now. You have to move through all the ignorance, all the power, all the money, all the politics, all the police, all the medicine industry, all those people that wants to control you because they're scared. In my opinion, money is going to disappear someday, and we're going to go back to helping each other. I'm a baker, you can get bread. Okay, I'm a carpenter, I'll fix your house. That is what we are going to go back to. We are going to go back to loving and caring about each other. We're going back to doing what we love to do. That is your medicine. The medicine for keeping yourself happy in your life is to only do the things that makes you feel good. And so many people have to go to a work where they don't like that workplace, but they do it because they need their money. And that has a consequence. You know, there is something called like the man hits the dog goes hunts a cat, the cat goes kills a mouse. This is how it actually goes down, the evil. But if I as a person love my dog like crazy, fills her up with love, when my dog meets a cat, she's kissing the cat. And this cat don't like mouse suddenly. This is the direction, this is the change that comes from within your heart. And the longest journey you can be on is the journey from your mind to your heart. And you know what? It's a very short distance, but it's the longest journey you can be on. And it is not easy to change from normal to spiritual, but it is like if you ask yourself the question I asked myself when I was down, there must be something else to life than this. That was the question I asked myself, and I asked myself, why am I here on earth? What am I doing here? And how can I be the best version of myself? And so on and so on. I started asking the right questions. I started cleaning out, stopped working. My girlfriend, for example, I was with for 10 years, she died from her lifestyle. I was trying to explain to you, okay, when you smoke weed, you lie, you steal, you drink coke, you're a bad mom, and there was a lot of things she was doing that was destructive. I was always telling her, you're gonna be called to heaven before time. And she was like, no, you're full of bullshit. She only turned 36, then she died. My mom was exactly the same person. She was an alcoholic and she was drinking. And I had these talks with my mom even before I was spiritual. I said to my mom, you know what? That drinking is going to kill you. You keep smoking in bed, man. One day you're going to fall asleep. And what happened? She was 36 years old. She fell asleep with a cigarette and she died. A lot of the people that I have loved so dearly and so much in my life, they have died as a consequence of their own lifestyle. Okay, I can see there is some more comments, so I'm going to scroll down. Hater Bang, welcome. Donovan, you're going to realize something real quickly. Don't argue with me because I'm always right. Yes, money is going to disappear, trust me. I'm not talking about this lifetime. I'm not talking about in the next 1,000 years. I'm just giving you the truth, what the world needs to change to actually heal. And one of the things that needs to disappear is money. Money will solve so much. Prestige, the need. There are 3 people in the world with all the money. What the fuck? Sorry for my language. 3 people are having 90% of all the money in the world. And there are so many people suffering. So many people don't have clean water. They're cutting down the forest and all. There are so big consequences to letting the money rule the world. And if we go back to Jesus' time, what did Jesus do when he saw people were having all these tables in front of God's house? He turned all the tables over and he said, you know what? These shiny things with the picture of the man, give the money to the man. Don't try to corrupt people. Already in year 0, this man that was so insightful, he told these people that invented money, give the money to the man who invented the money. Let him have it. So, yes, the money is going to disappear. Trust me. Let me see what's on my note. We are all different places in our development. We are all different places in the insights. There is a video, if you find me on YouTube, there is a playlist that's called How to Help to, what is it called? Help to Understand Your Life or something. There's a video that's called How to Understand Your Intuitive Nature. It was made by my dear, sweet mentor called Carolyn Mays. And she talks about, I'm going to try to explain it, but I'm not as good at this video. So when this video is finished, I will make a link to the video. It's called How to Understand Your Intuitive Nature. You're going to love this video. She's talking about that if there's a big house, a big skyscraper, right? Everybody lives in that house. Everybody. The point is, we all start out on the first floor. We all start out by hearing things, seeing things. We see the traffic, we hear the noise, we smell the garbage, we are polluted by all these things around us. Then if you look at a person who's living on the 5th floor and the 6th floor, they don't hear that noise. They don't smell that smell. But if the person from the 6th floor met the person on the 1st floor outside in reality and they started talking about where they lived, they will not realize that they actually live in the same house. And when you move up through that house, because you realize something, because you kill an illusion, it's going to cost you. Whatever you thought was true on the first level is not truth on the second. Whatever you thought was true on the second is not true on the third. And I can give you an example. This woman, my mentor, is also using in her video. There's a guy living on the 4th floor. He's making maps to the flat world. He is really making a lot of money making maps to the flat world. Then he goes up through that house and he reaches the penthouse. And he actually realizes that the earth is round. Okay, now he has two choices. He can go down to the level where he cannot see the earth is round, and he can keep selling the flat. He can keep selling illusions. or he has to change all his maps into the world where it's round. These are the costs, and this is the problem about intuitive development, insightful development, that for many people it's going to be a struggle to let go of the things they thought were truth because they are benefiting them in where they are in their lives. But what they don't realize is that when you are living your life on a truth, on an illusion, you will actually hold yourself back. You will not develop yourself. I love that you ask things and you comment on my video. I have been missing this so badly. It doesn't cost anything to open your heart and talk to me. So I love it and I appreciate it, and I'm very thankful. Matthias Kjølstrup, he writes, technically we're all here just to die and everything. I don't want to read it. Just the first part tells me this guy doesn't understand. First of all, you're never gonna die. You cannot die. You are forever. Your soul and your spirit are forever. The body we're in, yes, it's gonna die. If you are good at something, for me, I'm good at my hands, massaging, healing, writing music, playing guitar. Where does that come from? I was born with these abilities. It comes from, I have been practicing in a lot of lives. How can Dalai Lama be so good at what he does? He has been practicing a lot of lives. How can Jesus come to earth with all his insights? He has been practicing in a lot of lives. So you can never die. We are not here to die. We are here to live. Trust me, that is one big illusion, Matthias. We are not here to die. If you live that illusion, you're not going to love your life. You're not going to have a beautiful, perfect life. You're not going to be the best version of yourself. And you're going to drag everybody down with you. So that's a big lie and a big illusion. A big no-no. Let me see. Donovan says you got it all figured out. No, I haven't got it all figured out, but I'm not scared of the truth. I'm a person who lives in the truth, who search for the truth, who share the truth. So nothing can scare me. I like to see things from above. Why are things the way they are? I have not figured it out. No. But I've been receiving through my prayers, through my intuition, answers, truths. When I, in my work as a spiritual guide, are sitting on a lawn with some clients and we're sitting talking, many clients tells me, okay, it is like I'm talking with two people at the same time. And I look at them and I say, wow, you are so correct. God is guiding me through my intuition, and the things that come out my mouth is sometimes not even from me. So yes, you are true. It is true what you're saying. There are two spirits talking through me, my own and God's. Tabang Thomas says, yes, we will die, but the lifestyle you choose to live will determine whether or not you will be remembered. Not true, Tabang. Not true. You will never die, first of all. And nothing is determining whether you'll be remembered. You'll always be remembered. The people that love you will always remember you. When you die as a person in this spirit and body, the people that loved you that are dead are waiting for you in heaven. I call it heaven, but in the universe. And they're going to talk about how your life were and what you want to experience in the next life and what you found hard in this life. Okay, you need to experience that again. And And the reason I'm so sure of what I'm saying is truth is because when I talk, I get these, and this is God's grace I'm talking about. This is how you feel God's grace. My hair is standing up on my arm. I get this like an ice cube running up and down my neck, and I'm like, whew. Then I know this is God telling me, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. That is right. You are right. If more people they had the ability to feel God's grace and be guided by it, the more they will grow, the faster they will grow, the faster they will kill their illusions, the faster they will be a spiritual person, the faster they will get closer to God, to themselves, to understanding what is the best version of them. You know what? All you people that are arguing with me, I'm just going to ignore you. If you came to this live stream to argue with me, I'll say I'll see you in a couple of years when you're ready for the truth. So, Jacob Johnson says, Donovan, he's only explaining what was working for him. So for this, yes, he does have it all figured out, and just hoping that he has found that works for him, may be able to help us as well. Exactly. This is what Buddha did. This is what Jesus did. This is what all the prophets do. They give what they have in the hope of you can using it. In the 12 steps programs, they say, take what you can use and throw the rest away. If you're being provoked by what I say, then you're being controlled by your ego. Whatever comes out my mouth can be understood by your heart and your soul. It cannot be understood by your brain, by your ego. No, your ego is going to do everything it can to pollute your life, to get you away from God. The ego is not good. The ego has to work with the heart. It's like a car that is working both on electricity and gasoline. When the car runs out of gasoline, it turns into electricity. It is working in tandem. It's working together. It is not meant to work one ego here and heart here. No, work together. Be in harmony. Be able to forgive. Be able to invite the truth into your life, because the truth is always going to be the truth. You cannot change the truth. And I'm talking about the universal truth. What is true for me in my life where I am right now, I'm not sharing with you, because in a month that true is not true anymore. That is called evolution. Matthias, you're living on an illusion, man. Sorry. Yeah, plenty of people will be remembered forever. Look, man, we have Jesus. It's 2,000 years old. 2,000 years ago. We're still remembering him. The prophet in the Quran, I can't remember what his name was. He's still remembered. When I die, Sean Riget, on my tombstone, it's gonna say, "Don't touch my stuff. I'll be right back." I have figured out how I can find myself when I die. How can I find my stuff? How can I find... I'm a furniture maker. I made all my furnitures. And I want to continue my work in my next life here on earth. And I want to be able to prove that I'm a reincarnation of Sean Riget. Sean Riget is going to be remembered. Trust me. For a long time. Because I have the courage to speak up. I have the courage to be different. I have the courage to be loving and caring and humble and you know what? All those people that have the need to like pushing a smiley that laughs, to start arguing with me and all that. These people see me as a problem. This is darkness against light. Trust me, this is darkness against light. They are unconsciously being mean. And they're going to go to bed tonight and they're going to feel bad about themselves. Or they don't care about themselves. And I have to protect myself. Whenever I see somebody being mean to me, or they want to put me down, or whatever, laugh at me, I just smile at them and I say, okay, I love you. I know why you behave like you do. And I feel sorry for you. Your spirit and your soul is missing you so badly, and you're missing out on your life. Start getting alive. That's all, man. I actually don't care how people they treat me. Nothing can kill me, as I said before. So you can try all you want. I understand why you behave like you do. Jacob, man, you are a blessed person. And you are very welcome to contact me. Google my name, call me on Messenger, Skype, whatever program you're using, write me, email. I would love a talk with you. And something hits me when you said, you have no idea how refreshing it is to listening to this, and I have been blessed. That is why that I found this today. I actually needed this. This is God working through me. This is me being an earthly angel fulfilling your need. I didn't know you needed this. I didn't know you would show up at my live stream, but God knew. God knew. That is why my payment of my work is not money. I don't care about money. I don't want money. My payment is to read something what Jacob is. It is to feel God's grace running through me. That I'm a blessed person. That I have the ability to sit here in my little farm in the south of Jutland in Denmark, and reach out to the whole world with my love, with my care, with my insights, with my understanding of why things are the way they are, what you need to do to actually change things. This is a big gift to me, and I'm so proud and I'm so humbly honored that I can do this. Because at that time when I was asking myself, why am I here on earth? What is my point being here on earth? What is my job? How can I find the best version of myself? I'm here. I'm right here. But I'm developing myself every day. And trust me, I'm just human like you. I have problems. I'm still smoking cigarettes. I find it very hard to quit those cigarettes. I stop for 4 months and I start again. That is my last addiction I need to throw away, then I'm not addicted to anything. We have to respect where people are developing and insightly. We have to respect it, but at the same time we also need to find the courage to speak up and say, you know what, I love you, I respect you, but there are some things about you that really makes me sad. Could you think about maybe changing this? Or I will have to be forced into saying you're not welcome in my life because I don't want my kids to see it. I don't want to be controlled by that. I don't want to live under an illusion anymore. It's all about realizing your own illusions. It is all about inviting the truth into your life. It's all about changing the things that make you feel sad. It's all about developing your self-esteem, the ability to trust yourself. That is the first step to being a spiritual person. That is the first step. Consciousness and self-esteem. Yeah, that's all on my list. And I actually spoke 1 hour. Let me see what... What is Matthias doing exceptional right now? I really hope that you're being what is it called? Irony, because he's not doing something exceptional. Matthias is not doing something exceptional. He is actually pointing out that, okay, Hitler, he'll be remembered. Mussolini will be remembered. Why? Because they were evil people. You know what? They're going to be forgotten. they're going to be forgotten because people that realize we don't need it. Trump is going to fall off his presidential chair soon. People are going to realize, okay, we chose Trump because we want him to show how crazy the world can be. But actually, Trump is one of the few presidents that actually dares to tell the truth, to talk about things people don't want to talk about. Hitler was needed because he needed to show the world how crazy a man can be. Jesus was needed because of what he stands for today, all the universal laws, like I am. This one, I just lit it up because this is actually what the world needs to figure out. We have to reach out to each other. We have to be there for each other. We have to help people if they want help. We have to love them even if they don't have love in their life. Love people until they start loving themselves. And it's really cool, Sonia, you have it tattooed on your body. Matthias, you know what? I'm gonna block you soon if you don't stop polluting this live stream. You're forgetting something. This live stream is forever. It's gonna be on YouTube forever. It's gonna be on my homepage forever. It's gonna be on Facebook forever. Everybody will see how cruel you have been to me all night. None of your promises are gonna come true. Trust me. So I forgive you. You don't know any better. And like I said before, I'm just ignoring you. And if you keep up your job, I'm gonna block you from my page. That's very easy. I read you like an open book and you know why you do it. You're suffering from a low self-esteem and you think you're gonna feel better by behaving like this. Have you heard about IQOS smoking? No, I haven't. Thank you, Jacob. Matthias, I feel bad for you. You are so lost, and I can promise you when this video ends, I will not forget him, because he will be in contact again. There is a reason I found this video, and the reason you did as well. The difference is I'm able to actually see the reason and will act upon it, and you will fail to see this message. Exactly. But the funny thing is, I have planted a seed in Matthias's heart. I bless you for being here, Matthias, because you are showing people how not to behave. So, bless you. I really hope the best for you. I think I'm gonna end this live stream soon. It's been my big pleasure to talk with you. I'm really humble that I could reach out to somebody. And please write me, Jacob. We'll talk some more. I know we will. I feel it in my heart. Share this live stream if you want, when it pops up on my wall. And if you have anyone that will benefit from what I'm talking about, just give them my name, Sean Riget. I'm the only person in the whole world with the name Sean Riget. And the funny thing is, Sean means present from God, right? Riget actually means kingdom. So you do the math. I didn't choose my name, but I'm living up to it. I'm proud of being called something that I'm the only person in the whole world that's called Sean Riget. That's one of the reasons people are going to remember me. I don't have a name that everybody else has. I have a unique name. So, and I'm going to stay humble, I'm going to stay loving, I'm going to stay calm, I'm going to stay positive, no matter what hits me. I feel sorry for the people that have the need to behave like Matthias. I really feel sorry for them. And Matthias, I will pray for you. I will pray for you like crazy, because that is all I can do for people like you. I can only pray for you and forgive you. So we'll see each other in a couple of years when you're ready. Take care, my friend. Hey, Tabang. Are you gonna play later? Are you gonna come on to the game here in a couple of 15-20 minutes? I would love a talk with you. And I knew that you loved this. I knew it would be an eye-opener. Like I said, as I have said so many times, I read people like an open book. I know exactly what you need to change your life. If we start talking and you tell me about things that hurt you, I will be even better in helping you. But because I know how to read body language, because I know how to understand the micro expressions your eyes gives away before you talk, because I can see your aura, because I feel your energy, all these things lets me read you like an open book. And what comes out of your mouth is not coherent with what your body is telling me, then I believe your body. And then I'll tell you, you're lying. Because I love you. I love you. I'll always love you. No matter how you behave, I will always love you. And I'll always be there for you. I'm speaking of the game called The Division 2. This is my first experience of online gaming, and I love that game. If you want to try a shoot game, try The Division. It's a cool game, and there are so many features in that game. Proximity microphone, you get new friends, you can make a clan. I could speak about that game for a long time, but this live stream is not about that game. Yeah, Tabang says The Division 2. If you go buy The Division 2 after this video, feel free to find me on Uplay, Sean Riget. Don't add me as a friend. Let's talk first. Like I said, I'm not a friends collector. I love to have people in my life that respects who they are and respects me for who I am. Because I'll never change. I'll always be in development of myself. The next day will be a better version of the one yesterday. I have just, like I started to say in the beginning of the video, in the last couple of months I've been busy writing on my book. I've been busy playing this game, making new friends. We all have different things we love to do, and that is our medicine. If you keep doing things you don't love to do, you're gonna get sick. So, yeah. Jacob, I'm playing PC. Yeah, but actually, we were talking about it in the game earlier, that people that have Xbox, you can actually play your Xbox games on the PC, but there is a problem with cross-platforming. They are trying to work on it, that more and more online gaming will be able to PC play with PlayStation and play with Xbox and with Wii. But the problem right now, they are struggling to let us play together. So there is no cross-platforming. So it's on PC. Yeah. No. I actually haven't met any games that are cross-platforming, so you're lucky. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me a chance to light up the roads in your lives that are dark. Thank you for letting my insights give you hope and strength. I humbly thank you for have watched this video either live or on replay. And again, if you want to talk to me, feel free to contact me. Google my name, Sean Riget, and find me on whatever platform you're using and contact me. I'm on almost any platform. Twitter, Facebook, Skype, Discord, YouTube, my homepage. I could keep going. I will never be forgotten. Okay. I don't know about Call of Duty. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Uso, what are you doing? Hvad siger hunden? Hvad siger hunden? Okay. As usual, I'm gonna end this live stream with a prayer of gratitude and being thankful. And I think my dog is gonna come and say hello to you. Come, skat. Come. Come in, come in. I love my dog. She's an Alaska Malamute. Yeah, du er så fin. That's my love. Ja, du er så fin. Hvad siger hunden? Hvad siger hunden? Kan du sige hej til folk? Can you say hello to people? They're looking at you. Say hello. Can you say hello? Hvad siger hunden? Få en hundekiks. Hvad siger hunden? She knows I'm cheating her. Oh, I bought that dog because she doesn't bark. She can walk 60 kilometers a day. She has a really, really loving spirit and soul. She's not aggressive. Yeah, that's that. And she's a really horrible watchdog. Whenever people comes into my house that are not invited, and they actually either knock on the door or walk in, she shows them where the dog biscuits are. I've never heard her like, I don't know what the English word is for that. I've never heard her do that. Only there one time when I moved her in bed, she was lying sleeping, and she was lying in my side of the bed. I wanted to move her to the other side of the bed, and she was like growling at me. And I got scared and said, what? What are you growling about me for? And I was asking myself, okay, if somebody moved me while I was sleeping, I think I'll get a little grumpy. So, yeah. Thank you for tonight, guys. And thank you for all the mad smileys. I love you. I will always love you. And I know there's only one person here that will behave like that, and that is Mathias Kjølstrup, and he's a Danish guy. So Mathias, start building your self-esteem. Start figuring out what is it about yourself you don't love, since you could behave like that. What is it you don't love about yourself? It's very simple. If you want to have the perfect girlfriend, the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect life, change the things you don't love about yourself. Change the things. Have the courage to be honest about yourself. Don't live illusions. Peace, people. I love you, and I'm going to end this live stream with a little prayer. Thank you, God, my soul group, all the spirits on the spiritual level. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for the people who have been on this live stream. Thank you for letting me being able to reach out to these people through love and care and humbleness and insights and understandings. I forgive the people that are not ready for this truth. I know why they behave like they do, so forgiveness is so easy. Dear God, fill us up with love and the grace. Help us through the lives we are living. Whatever road we may be on, help us go down roads that are more loving and caring, and show us, give us the teachings we need so we can change. Thank you for being here in the live stream, and thank you to all you guys. Amen. Yeah, it's a beautiful dog. I love her. I love her so much. is my third dog. Okay, guys, just to say in the end, normally I am going live every Sunday, and every third Sunday is in English, and the 3 Sundays before is in Danish. That's because I'm a Danish guy and I care about my people. But I know my messages can reach the whole world, so I also make it in English. Sometimes I don't go live because I'm busy doing other things or out traveling or whatever. I'll see you someday out there in the world. Remember, I love you and I care about you. I'm not like most people that says I don't care about you. I'm not that way. I care about everybody. So bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. I wish the best for you in your life. Take care, people. See you soon. Big hug from me. Take care. Bye bye.